Even after the Public Accounts Committee exonerated the Prime Minister Amama Mbabazi on influence peddling into the purchase of a brand new Mercedes Benz from funds meant for resettling people in Northern Uganda, a section of lawmakers from Northern Uganda and the opposition still insists that Mbabazi must be held culpable and resign.
The only gift you can give to the people of Northern Uganda as of now is only by tendering your resignation letter to the office of the president. If you resign your office, since you are aware that the vehicle you are driving was bought by the money meant for guarantee, our Prime Minister will request you to resign to show that you care for our suffering people in Northern Uganda.
It's a big ship. Why are you driving that the vehicles? Really, I will also go by the rest of the people that you really need to resign because you are driving black money.
Madam Speaker, I think it is high time people swallow a bitter pill and resign those offices they are sitting in.
Really, you are in charge of something, you are the supervisor, and something goes wrong, and you take no responsibility. You are not accountable. I come from the corporate world. You are definitely accountable. In this case, people have been named, but the people have been named have been protected by the president, and all of us are focusing on the Prime Minister for driving the vehicle. Policemen are driving vehicles. Why did we name them also? We should deal with the fish which is rotten from the head. We must create the Northern Uganda Fund because this program of this malicious government against the North will not take us anywhere.
But the Prime Minister Amama Mbabazi declined to answer to the resignation call and instead blamed the former permanent secretary in the office of the Prime Minister, now in local government ministry, Pius Bigirimana, for the mess.
The Prime Minister had to have a vehicle. The organs of state responsible procured a vehicle for the Prime Minister, and the vehicle that was procured is an appropriate vehicle. But it is a fact that I did not put any pressure on anyone to buy me a vehicle.
Mbabazi informed the Parliament that the old Benz used by the former Prime Minister Sibambi had outlived its usefulness for 8 years, a period way beyond the government regulation and procedures on the use of government vehicles by public officials.
The 8-year-old Mercedes Benz, and that's what I used for 1 year. That Benz was more in the garage than on the road. And most of that time, for your information, I was using my private vehicle.
The committee discovered that a total of about 34 billion shillings was wired on personal accounts of individuals in the office of the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister in his report to Parliament said Geoffrey Kazinda, Francis Wandera and Nobert Kasirabo have so far been convicted. Mbabazi said that 6 people, John Martin Owol, Beatrice Kezabo, Wilibert Okero, David Mugisha, Rachel Nachiugwe and Bright Atwine are currently before court. He also reported that 62 files are before the DPP for sanctioning. 31 files have been referred back to the Criminal Investigation and Intelligence Department of Police for further investigations, while 159 files are still under inquiry. Mbabazi said government had recovered only 152 million shillings from 2 suspects. Parliament was informed that 545 dormant accounts, which was being used to siphon public funds in Bank of Uganda, have since been closed. Jingo Francis, NTV